Morning everyone. Shall we? Should I have to wait? When did the last class get over and போயெல்லாம் சொல்லாதீங்க ஏற்கனவே அருண் சார்ட்ட கேட்டேன். You can start. Thank you very much. Yeah. So we'll go with it, right? So we have done with respect to, correct me if I'm wrong, we have done with respect to Odisha, right? We have finished Madhya Pradesh, Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand and Odisha, and we said we will be starting with Jammu and Kashmir, right? Am I right? Jammu. Yes. Thank you. So, phone is kept out and we go by the same trend. We'll discuss, and after the state is over, we will be starting with respect to the doubt session. We will opening the session for the doubts, right? And yeah. So, start with Jammu and Kashmir, Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir. So again, to give a, what are the things we are going to discuss today is Indus. We'll be discussing on Indus, flow of Indus, and then we'll go to Ganga and then Brahmaputra. So Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Punjab, Haryana. So we'll be discussing on the Indus. After that, Himachal Pradesh, Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, West Bengal. Once that is over, we'll start with the northeastern part of India. So your Indus, Ganga, Brahmaputra will be over. After that, we go to Rajasthan, Maharashtra, Gujarat, and then southern part of the country, right? Clear? So we'll start with Jammu and Kashmir. And for the geographical regions, the state is now divided into Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Union Territory of Ladakh. So we'll be, for the geographical factors, because the mountain changes or saints are going to be one. So initially, with respect to the physiographic factors and the geographical factors, we are not seeing it separately. So we will be discussing Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Union Territory of Ladakh for the first, and then we'll take the state of Punjab, and then we'll state with respect to the state of Haryana. We'll start with the physiography as usual. There will be 6 mountain ranges. You start from the Jammu and Kashmir mountains, you will be able to see 6 mountain ranges will be there within the Himalayan regions. So how to memorize it? If by any chance you understand Tamil, right? And if there is a movie, I don't remember the movie, the Salman Khan's movie is being remade into Tamil, and there is a song called as Kalasala. Kalasala, Usti. So remember the song for the first 3, right? If you are not from Tamil and if you have not seen it, the first 3 goes by the alphabetical order. KL is it. Kalasa for Kalasala, Kalasa for the people who know Tamil, or the other peoples, it goes by the alphabetical order. Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar. And the next 3 goes by the term PDS, which we know, right? Public distribution system, ration shops, all those things we would have studied multiple times in the newspapers. Remember the PDS as a term, which goes as Peer Panjal, Dauladar, Shivalik. So there will be 6 ranges: Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar. The first 3 will go by the alphabetical order. The next 3 will go by the term PDS, Public Distribution System, Peer Panjal, Dauladar, and Shivalik. These are the 6 mountain ranges which will be available in the direction of northwest to southeast. Northwest to southeast. This is not only for Jammu and Kashmir, this is for Jammu and Kashmir, entire Western Himalayan regions, Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Uttarakhand, Himachal, all those regions. You will have the 6 ranges from the northwest to southeast direction: Karakoram, Ladakh, Zaskar, Peer Panjal, Dauladar, and Shivalik. Yes? Look into the map, page number 12. Underline the glaciers, again from the northwesternmost to in the same northern order itself, from the northwesternmost direction, right? There will be plenty. Just highlight the ones we discuss. The first one will be Batura. First one is Batura, underline it, B-A-T-U-R-A, Batura. The next one is Ispar, H-I-S-P-A-R, Ispar, Batura, Ispar. Then you will have Biafo, Batura, Ispar, Biafo, Baltora, Siachen. Batura, Ispar, Biafo, Baltora, and then Siachen. And this one is Nanga Parbat. All those are given in the map. Batura, Ispar, Biafo, Baltora, Siachen. Below Batura, you will be able to see. Below Batura, you will be able to see Nanga Parbat. Identified? Yes? And you will also be able to see a glacier in northeast direction to Siachen called as Remo Glacier, R-E-M-O. That's part of Siachen Glacier, also separate. It's in the larger picture of Siachen Glacier, Remo Glacier is also there, right? Remember the order. It's been asked in preliminary with respect to the glaciers. Arrange the order in north-south direction, northeast direction, northwest to southeast direction. Batura, Ispar, Biafo, Baltora, Siachen. Below Batura, you will have Nanga Parbat. After Siachen, you also have Remo. Fine. With respect to physiography of the region, Jammu is a plateau region. Jammu is a plateau region. Kashmir is a valley. Jammu is a plateau region. Kashmir is a valley. Kashmir is a valley. Leh and Ladakh is again a plateau and a cold desert region. Leh and Ladakh is a plateau and a cold desert region. Jammu is a plateau. Kashmir is a valley. Leh and Ladakh is a plateau and a cold desert region. Right? With respect to the pass, which is available within the Kashmir regions, this is Jammu, Srinagar, Leh, Ladakh, a place called as Kailang in Himachal Pradesh. The other three will be in Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh territory. Kailang will be in Himachal Pradesh. Jammu, Srinagar. I missed one more thing. I'm sorry. Kargil, Leh, Ladakh. The passes that is connecting these regions. The double line indicates the passes which connects. This one is Bara Lacha La. This one is Bunny Hill Pass. This one is Fotula. This one is Zojila. Jammu and Srinagar is connected by Bunny Hill Pass, Banihal. Jammu and Srinagar is connected by Bunny Hill Pass. Jammu and Srinagar is connected by Bunny Hill Pass. Srinagar and Kargil is connected by Zojila, Zojila. Kargil and Leh is connected by Fotula, Fotula, Fotula. And Leh and Kelang is connected by Bara Lachala. Kelang is located in Himachal Pradesh. Kelang is located in Himachal Pradesh region. Shall I? And with respect to Scindia, I couldn't get your question. What do you mean by Lumona? Lunoma? I couldn't get you. I couldn't get the question. Right? And pass means on a mountain terrain, there will be a gap, what we call it as pass. So if it is a continuous stretch of mountain is available, then we will not be able to pass through it, right? We will not be able to, if you have to go beyond the mountain, you have to climb up the mountain and then go. Or if you have seen the movie 300, there is a small gap where the enemy, the Greek, right? No, whoever it is. The enemy will be entering into it. That's an empty gap between the entire mountain. That's a pass, right? There are plenty of glaciers will be there in India. There are plenty of glaciers will be there. We are just discussing about the important glaciers. That's it. And Kishore, 30 sec, please. For what? Why? I couldn't get your question. Please frame your questions. Please frame your questions in a very detailed manner or a statement or whatever it is. Do not use the chat language. I do not know you, right? So how can I understand the chat languages? For keeping the slides in the same one. Am I fast? I joined late. Thank you, Soundarya. Thank you, Helen. Please join on time. Shall I? Apart from that, you'll also be able to, I'm just moving the slide, right? You'll also be able to find length up, it's elongated in the lengthwise, right? Despite the fact, this part we will be discussing now, right? On this part we'll be discussing. Look into your map. You will be able to see soda plains, SODA, PLAINS. here written in the map. Yes? The entire region is called Akshay Chin. The region is called Akshay Chin, and we have soda plains there. Border dispute between India and China. Akshay Chin, soda plains, both. The entire region. It's a border dispute between India and China. High altitude desert, high altitude cold desert regions. Akshay Chin, soda plains is a high altitude cold desert region. We have a large number of salt lakes in the region, salt lakes. Right. On here you will see soda plains, and this part you will be able to see a name written called as Depsang plains. In the map, Depsang plains will be there, soda plains will be there. The entire region is Akshay Chin, right? Akshay Chin is not written in the map. The region is Akshay Chin, right? Depsang plains, high altitude, gravel plain regions. So why do you mention gravels? In a plain, usually you don't find any gravel, stone-like structures will not be there. Usually they will be of sedimentary soil and all those things. Fine soil will be there, but Depsang plain is a unique feature is high altitude gravelly plain, Gravely, gravelly plain. Yes, shall I move? So with respect to the physiography, we have seen with respect to the 6 mountains, and then we have seen with respect to the glaciers, and then we have seen with respect to the pass, and then the Akshay Chin region, which is a region of border dispute between India and China, and this part, slightly this. I'm not exactly correct with the diagram. Slightly this part is the border dispute between India and Pakistan regions, where illegal occupations of Indian region is being carried by the others, right? And stepping into the rivers, the next subtopic within rivers, we are seeing it together. Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Union Territory of Ladakh will be seeing it together because your Indus will be flowing, right? All those regions. We are not going to divide the states. We will be flowing across the rivers, so divisions are not here, right? With respect to the rivers, Indus, origin, Mansarovar Lake. Mansarovar Lake. Indus, origin, Mansarovar Lake. You'll be able to see a particular river in the map. Called a Shiok, tributary of Indus. Shiok, tributary of Indus. Also have Gilgit in the northwest direction. Gilgit, G-I-L-G-I-T. Then you will have Kishan Ganga. Shiok, Gilgit, Kishan Ganga, Zaskar, goes by the same name as the mountain ranges. All these are tributaries of Indus. All these are tributaries of the river Indus. The river Kishan Ganga would have been in news. Any dam construction, any water management, any river management that is planned in India will be opposed by Pakistan, saying that these are not the rivers which you will be getting under Indus Water Treaty. So you are not supposed to do it. There is always a dispute will be there. There are multiple people will be discussing on this. So I'm not going to touch about the Indus Water Treaty. Your internal faculty will be discussing on that. Your international relations will be discussing on that. Both will be going along with one another, right? So we will not be discussing with that. Have that in mind. That is because any water development that is made in Kishanganga will be affecting the downstream rivers in Pakistan. So Pakistan always raises the issue when India plans for water management there. The next one. Within the rivers, the next one, Jhelum. Jhelum. Origin, Verinag Spring, Jhelum, Verinag Spring in Anantnag region. Verinag Spring. What is spring? Discharge of groundwater will be called a spring. Discharge of groundwaters will be called a spring. Discharge of groundwater will be called a spring. Jhelum flows through Ular Lake. Jhelum flows through Ular Lake and then to Baramulla, and then Uri, and then to Pakistan. Couple of years before, we would not have mentioned the names like Baramulla, Uri, but after the terrorist attack has been made in Baramulla and Uri, these names have become, these locations have become the prime importance, right? Jhelum flows through Ular Lake and then passes through Baramulla, Uri, Pakistan, and then to Pakistan. Sir, how is this flows through Ular Lake and then it goes? Means there is a discharge, there is an outlet also. When it goes into Ular Lake, there is an inlet and then there will be an outlet from the Ular Lake which passes through it, and then the river further flows into the locational regions, right? And when the river flows through, this river is one of the major river which is flowing in Kashmir Valley. Keep it as Jhelum flows through Kashmir Valley. Jhelum flows through Kashmir Valley. Within the Jhelum, we are still discussing the Jhelum. Within the Jhelum, alluvial deposits formed by the river Jhelum are called Karevas. Alluvial deposits formed by the river Jhelum are called Karevas. Karevas is located in Kashmir Valley. Karevas, alluvial deposits found by river Jhelum. Karevas is located in Kashmir Valley. What is Karevas famous for? Saffron flower, one of the costliest flower in the world. For the saffron cultivation, you might have come across this, right? The society will always tell you to be fair, not that fair. In life, FAIR, skin fairness, right? Someone will come and say, you don't look like a hero when you are dark. You have to be fair skinned to become a hero. You have to be fair skinned to become a heroine. I never understand why one has to be fair. So, all those logics we will speak about it. The one who is white in color is the honest man. The one who is white in color will always be never lies. All those idiotic things will come, and the society will also force us always the woman to give birth to a child which is fair, because fair is always considered to be pretty, and the mothers will always be consuming the saffron flowers. One of the costliest flower in the world. And if you see the saffron, in the world, the saffron cultivation takes place more or less in a similar latitudinal region between 30 degree north to 40 degree north. Similar latitudinal region around 30 degree north to 40 degree north. Saffron production takes place in, take it down, in a similar latitude region around 30 degree north to 40 degree north. Saffron production takes place in Iran, Jammu and Kashmir, India, Iran, India, within India, Jammu and Kashmir, Morocco, Greece, Spain. These are the largest producers of, or important producers of saffron. I repeat again, Iran, India, Morocco, Greece, Spain. Right? Why, sir? Major important factor is the soil and the climatic factors plays the major role. And saffron is the major cultivation. Kareva is the thing that has been created by alluvial deposits created by river Jhelum. The next one, Chenab. Origin in a place called Logul and Spiti. Chenab. Origin in a place called Logul and Spiti. Tributary of Indus. Shall I further? Shiok, we saw no? Origin of Shiok is Rimo Glacier. Origin of Shiok is Rimo Glacier. We already saw where is Rimo Glacier. Kishan Ganga. Also called by another name, Neelam. Origin, Krishansar Lake. Krishansar Lake. Right. Done with the lakes of Kashmir and Ladakh regions, the most important ones. So we have seen with respect to Jhelum, Indus and its tributaries. Then we saw with respect to Jhelum and also with respect to the Chenab. We'll step into the next one with respect to the lakes of Jammu and Kashmir, and you will be able to see only one on the western side and couple on the eastern side. But there are much more lakes other than the one that is given in the map. So please note it down. You will not be able to identify the locations. You can Google it later, or you can just drop it in the Google Maps and you can see the location later. But just for now, note it down. That's more than sufficient, right? Start with one. The first one is Ular Lake that you can see in the map. W-A-U-L-A-R, Ular. Ular Lake. Formed due to tectonic activity. Ular Lake formed due to tectonic activity. River Jhelum flows into it, which we already discussed, right? And it's also a Ramsar wetland site. Ramsar wetland site. Did we discuss about Ramsar wetland already? Yes, no? Okay, we'll discuss, no issues. How salt lakes are formed there far away from the sea. Evaporation is also taking place, no? So with respect to the climatic conditions, especially Ladakh regions, the summer temperature will be around 35 degrees Celsius, but the winter temperature goes much, much, much low. You will be able to see 20 degrees Celsius, minus 20 degrees Celsius, minus 25 degrees Celsius in Leh Ladakh region. If you go to Siachen, minus 40 degrees Celsius will also take place. So extreme of temperature takes place, right? One. This is common in all the deserts. You will have winter, coldest winter, and also hottest summer will take place with respect to desert. That also takes place in cold desert regions. One. Second thing, when you say desert, precipitation will be much, much lower. 10 mm is the rainfall that takes place in Siachen region, right? So during the times of summer, extreme heat will be there, evaporation is going to be high, but the amount of precipitation, the amount of rainfall added to the region will be very, very less. Evaporation is more, addition of water will be less, large amount of salts will get accumulated over the period of time, salt lake. That is one factor towards it, right? Done. And second thing, someone asked another doubt. Is tributary means Chenab river will join to Indus river? Of course. That's what tributary. Not when you say Chenab is a tributary of Indus, Chenab joins. Yes, Ashya. I couldn't get your question, right? If you are asking what is the meaning of tributary, or are you asking whether Chenab joins Indus? Is Chenab is a tributary of Indus? Chenab is a tributary of Indus, it will be joining Indus, right? So with respect, coming back to Ramsar. Ramsar is a location Ramsar is a coastal city in Iran, and 1973, if I am not wrong with the number, right? Because there was an international convention that took place in Ramsar, which is called as Convention for the Conservation of Wetlands. Convention for the Conservation of Wetlands. It's an international convention. Convention for the Conservation of Wetlands. Yes. So based upon that, it's an international convention. So they have the particular rules. They have set of rules. If a particular wetland, if it fulfills the set of rules given by the Ramsar Convention, and if the country is a participatory, is a signatory towards Ramsar Convention, then your wetland can be recognized as wetland of international importance by the Ramsar Convention. So how it has been done, India will be sending proposals. India is a signatory. India has also signed it, ratified it. India is a member of Ramsar Convention. India will send proposals towards Ramsar Convention saying that this fulfills your set of rules that has been given by you, right? Then they will review it and they will give status, Ramsar. What is the importance? International importance, fund flow, more significance will be there, right? So they will be saying wetlands of international importance, but generally those are called as Ramsar sites. Even in newspapers you will be able to see these many wetlands are added to Ramsar sites in India. This has become, which means wetlands of international importance. Ular Lake is a Ramsar site, which means wetland of international importance. Did you say any river from Siachen emerges? No. Remo Glacier is the origin place of Shiok River. Yeah, 1971 or 73. They will start in one particular year, and after 2 years after, India will begin as signatory. I'll just check the numbers. It's been a long time I took environment. I forgot that. Okay. And please be slow. Fast anga. Is this fast? 1971. Then India became signatory in 1973. Please go a bit slow, okay? Nishit, fine. Fine. Ular is also a freshwater lake. Ular is a freshwater lake. Next one. Dal Lake. Dal Lake, second largest lake in Jammu and Kashmir. Dal Lake, second largest lake in Jammu and Kashmir. Freshwater again. Freshwater lake, fed by river Jhelum. Dal Lake is also known as lake of flowers. You will have been seen in many movies. Some songs will be there where you will be able to see a boat and they will be selling flowers in the boat. The lake is called as lake of flowers. They harvest flowers from the lake. Right? The lake is called as lake of flowers. The next one. Take the names alone, and then we will, okay, let me explain you what is high altitude, and after that we'll go into it. Right? I'm just deviating slightly from the topic, but to explain what it is. In 2012, the Government of India, Ministry of Environment and Forest, discuss it as a story, right? 2012, Government of India, through Ministry of Environment and Forest, published an atlas called as Wetland Atlas for India. What do you mean by Wetland Atlas, sir? Wherever in the country, for the entire country, for the state-wise, for the district-wise, you will know where the wetland is located, what is the wetland. So you have an entire atlas, like the atlas that you have, right? Entire wetland atlas has been created. And the objectives of wetland atlas, when it has been framed, the idea has been framed. One is to create the state-wise, national-wise wetland atlas. And the second most thing is to give classifications of wetlands in the country. Before that, how you classify, sir? Ramsar has given its own classifications, and we followed the classification given by Ramsar Convention. Till then, we followed only the Ramsar Convention classification. In 2012, we framed our own convention. We framed our own, classification, and almost every single class given by the Wetland Atlas is same as that of Ramsar Convention. One new classification given by the Wetland Atlas of Government of India is called as High Altitude Wetland. Innoru classification which was not available in Ramsar Convention, but given by Government of India, High Altitude Wetland. Is it clear? Sir, now I have a question. When you say that high altitude wetlands are not given a separate classification in Ramsar Convention, does that mean whether high altitude wetlands are not protected by Ramsar? No, I did not say that. They did not specify a different class. They did not give a specific category. Ramsar did not give a specific category. We created a specific category. That's it. They also cover the high altitude wetlands. What is high altitude wetlands? A wetland above an elevation of 3,000 meters in altitude are called high altitude wetlands. A wetland located above 3,000 meters of altitude, wetland located above 3,000 meters of altitude are called high altitude wetland. Shall I? And to the questions, India, know that I answered, I think, before seeing your question itself. Right? It's not located only in India, it can be located anywhere, but we created a separate category. That doesn't mean Ramsar is not protecting it. Ramsar is protecting it under the general name of a wetland, right? Maybe, that's it. But we created a separate category, that's all. Yeah. So, is it clear? Our wetlands above the 3,000 meters elevations are high altitude wetland. Consider a question, a statement is given in your examination or test. High altitude wetlands. Kodaikanal Lake is a high altitude wetland in Western Ghats. True or false? Drop in the message. Kodaikanal Lake is an high altitude wetland in Western Ghats. Why false? Why? Kishora said. One more. Someone says true. Great. No. False. Why? ஏன் சொல்லுங்க சாமி. Kodaikanal will be in Western Ghats region, not Eastern Ghats. Right? Coming back here. No, entire the top highest peak in Western Ghats is Totta Beta, which is 2,700 meters, 2,711 meters, something of that numbers will come. Second highest after the Himalayan region is your Western Ghats, and Western Ghats itself goes to 2,700 meters. By that particular statement itself, we will be able to say no for Kodaikanal Lake without knowing whether it is an high altitude wetland or not, because the entire Western Ghats regions doesn't have 3,000 meters elevation. So when Western Ghats do not have 3,000 meters elevation, Vindhya, Satpuras, Aravallis, Eastern Ghats, any of the regions, central plateaus, nothing will be of 3,000 meters. So high altitude wetlands are present only in Himalayas. Is that clear? High altitude wetlands are present only in Himalayas. Something around 2,700, thank you. 2,695 is the highest. Shall I? So we'll go with the high altitude wetlands. The high altitude wetlands in Jammu and Kashmir. Gadsar Lake, GADSAR. Gadsar Lake. Gangabal. Gadsar Lake. Gangabal Lake. We also are seen with respect to one already. Krishansar Lake. There are plenty, I am just giving a few examples, are important ones. Gadsar Lake, Gangabal Lake, Krishansar Lake. All the three are fed by glaciers. Think about it, they are present in high altitudinal regions. There is no possibility, and these have been blocked. The mountains have been blocking your southwest monsoon also. There is no possibility of fed by the rivers or monsoons. There are not possibility of fed by monsoons. Fed by glaciers. All three are high altitude. Fed by glaciers. Will it be freshwater or saline water lakes? Fed by glaciers. So, freshwater lakes. Gadsar, Gangabal, Krishansar. All three are freshwater lakes fed by glaciers and high altitude lakes. Next one, Mansar Lake, MANSAR, Mansar. Natural freshwater lake. Natural freshwater lake fed by rainfall and groundwater that will be below. Take page number 37, you will be able to see Mansar. The southern part of Kashmir, on the western side, you will be able to see Surinsar, Mansar. Page number 37, not in the big map. Within the map page, there will be a small map inside the box. In that, the third red dot from the Jammu and Kashmir from the north, you will be able to see Surinsar, Mansar. Fed by rainfall and groundwater. Mansar Lake, identified? Yes? Mansar Lake fed by rainfall and groundwater. Natural. The next one, Surinsar Lake. Next to Mansar, located actually, very close to Mansar. Surinsar Lake, SURINSAR. Mansar Lake, Surinsar Lake, same rainfall fed, natural lake, both together Ramsar site. If by any chance in the question paper they have not asked like that in the previous years, they always ask Ramsar site only. By any chance they ask you wetlands of international importance, do not freak out. Ramsar site is nothing but the other name is wetlands of international importance. Right? Mansar Lake, Surinsar Lake, both together are Ramsar site. On the eastern side of the region, I didn't get your question, GV. Will you please tell what the name of the map is, sir? Name of the map. Okay. In page number 37, if you have a different thing, it goes by the name India Biogeographic Regions, Wildlife and Wetlands. Within that page, a small box will be there again for India map, which is wetlands. In that, you will be able to see Surinsar and Mansar. Coming back, in the Ladakh region, the lakes, Pangangso, Pangongtso. Look into the map, you will be able to see in the India-China border, Pangangso, Ladakh and Tibetan Plateau, largest lake in Himalayas, largest lake is in Himalayas, largest lake in Himalayas. Eastern part, the Tibetan part of the region is fresh. Western part, the Indian part of the lake is brackish, saline. Eastern part, it is fresh. The western part, it is brackish. And you might have read in newspapers something called as eighth finger. And all this dispute took place, they started writing about in the newspaper, eighth finger and all those things. Consider there is a mountain. And within the mountain chain, you will have large numbers of ups and slopes and ups and downs and ups and downs, like your Windows XP wallpaper. Yes? So, you look, if this is going to be the mountain, this is going to be an up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down. Right? This will be an upper valley. These two are upper valleys. There will be a lower valley, upper valley, lower valley, upper valley, lower valley. Something of that sort will be there. Right? The water body that is present between the two mountain ranges, it looks like a finger. The water body that is present here is called finger in Pangangso. So there are 8 areas in the ups and slopes where your water body is being available, and they are called as fingers, and the 8th finger is the place where the dispute took place. So it is called as, so that is what it has been in the newspaper as finger and 8th finger. SIAN 208894. Wetland goes by multiple names, not only Sadupu Nilam. When you say wetland, a land saturated with water is wetland. That's what the Ramsar Convention clearly says. Sir, whether it has to be permanently saturated with water, not necessary. It can be temporarily saturated with water, say 6 months alone, 4 months alone, during the times of monsoon and post-monsoon, and summer it can be dry, and again next year, during the times of monsoon, again it gets saturated. So any land which is saturated with the water is wetland. So your lake is a wetland, your tank is a wetland, your wells are wetland, your pond is a wetland, right? Your river is a wetland. Ganga, stretch of Ganga is an international wetland of international importance. Your river is a wetland, right? Man-made structures like reservoir is a wetland. Your salt pan region is a wetland. Your aquaculture ponds, wetland. Rice fields are also considered as wetland, right? So a wetland, any land saturated with water will be wetland. Is that clear? According to Ramsar Convention, which is agreed by all the parties, India is also agreed to it, right? All the fingers are on eastern side. See, the question is highly disputable, right? When you say Indian side, what is Indian side? Indian side according to India, or Indian side according to China, or this Indian side which is illegally occupied by China? There are large more disputes comes into the picture. Don't worry about it. UPSC will never touch a question which has been in dispute, right? And to be honest, the question itself is disputable. What do you mean by Indian side is again a problem. And second thing, I do not know the answer. Because what is Indian side is also a problem. Is western part saline? Yes. The western part, which is Indian region, is saline, and the eastern part which is available in the Tibetan region, is fresh. Ranjita, please come again on Pangang So. Pangang So, available in Ladakh, Tibet region. Eastern side of Ladakh is fresh water, which is available in Tibet region. Western side of Pangang So is available in Indian region, Ladakh region is saline. And we discussed about the fingers. What is the finger? An eighth finger is the place where dispute took place. Transboundary wetland. When you say transboundary, between two countries, you will be able to see that in the map. It is available in India and China. Transboundary wetland. Transboundary wetland. Largest lake in Himalayas. And Pangang So, which is falling under the line of actual control. Line of actual control is a conflict between India and China. Indo-Sino border dispute. Sure, how one side is, there are multiple factors. Your physiography will play a major role. Addition of water can also be another factor. Evaporation which has been taking place can be another factor. Your lake can be disconnected because of the topographical regions. Fingers, your upland and lowland regions, again disconnection will be taking place. So it is not a lake what we are speaking about, a small lake which is available for few meters, which doesn't have physiographical differences, plain region. There you will not be able to say east side is fresh and west side is saline. No, we're speaking about a mountainous terrain within the countries, and there is a large amount of variation. Physical barriers will be there. Climatic factors varies, fresh and saline. And this is a common question which always every batch asks. Good question as well, right? Transboundary wetland means wetland present across two countries or more than one country. Pangang Lake is endoheric. Yes, it's endoheric, which means which does not drain into oceans. Okay. You get doubts? The mobile is somewhere else, not with my hand, because my hand is also taking it every single moment. You get doubts? Please hold on, flag it off. After we finish the state, we'll discuss about it, because it completely slows down the entire process. And if you start typing it again and again, and if I get notification, within the second time I will go to another thing before I see the notification, and then you have to ask again and ask again, ask again. All the things which you missed or the doubts, flag it off, we'll discuss. And this is not the first time. This is, some of the doubts are always very common in manner, which has been asked by multiple things. I will ask the question myself and I will get you the answer. There is also plenty of new and good questions which I would not know out of something like the question which has been asked. I'll get back to you on that on the next class, but the mobile is slightly out now. We will discuss the questions after the Kashmir is over. Kashmir and Ladakh is over, right? The next one, So Morari. Below Pangang So, you will be able to see So Morari. TSO-MO-RI-RA-RI. So Morari, you can see that in the map. Yes. Ladakh, brackish water, Ramsar wetland. Located in Ladakh, brackish water lake, Ramsar wetland. Take one more thing which is not available in the map. It's called Okera wetland, H-O-K-E-R-A, Okera wetland, located near to Srinagar. Okera wetland, located near to Srinagar. Ramsar wetland, only place where we can see natural Kashmir reed beds or natural beds of Kashmir reeds. only place where we can see natural beds of Kashmir reeds, R-E-E-D-S. Reeds are nothing but the grasses you see in wetlands. That goes by the technical name, reeds. Pullu, avladhan. Reeds are, to be in very simpler terms, it is grass. Right? Shall I move to the next one? We're done with the lakes, and the next, with respect to the Arctic crab that is available with respect to Kashmir and Ladakh regions. You go to Kashmir, you'll always buy certain things like shawls will be bought. The shawls of Kashmir has also been brought in other places. Pashmina shawl, which has been made from the goats called by Pashmina goats. Pashmina shawl, the fur from Pashmina goats is used to make the Pashmina shawl. One of the most attractive, tourist attractive thing. There is also another shawl called as Shatu shawls, which is made from an animal called as chiru, also called by another name Tibetan antelope. Just drop in the message. Has anyone bought Shatu shawl? Somurari, Avinash. Okay. Thankfully, no one said yes. It is banned. It's prohibited. It's prohibited by the Wildlife Protection Act 1972. If you are possessing it, it's a crime and you can be arrested for, say, 7 years unless and otherwise you are a big actor in the country. That time you can get the bail and you can come out also. That's a different case, right? Coming back here. Shatu shawls are prohibited by Wildlife Protection Act 1972 in India. Also prohibited by CITES for the entire world. So making of Shatu shawl is a crime. It's a prohibited one. It's banned. We said CITES. What is CITES? Convention on International Trade of Endangered Species of Convention on International Trade of Endangered Species of Flora and Fauna. Convention on International Trade of Endangered Species of Flora and Fauna. The entire world CITES has banned it. In India, it is banned by Wildlife Protection Act 1972. So what is the difference? Why Pashmina is allowed and Shatush is banned? You don't need to kill a Pashmina goat to take the fur out from the animal. Because the fur is outside the body, you will be able to take the fur and you will be able to make the Pashmina shawls. But in case of Chiru, the animal is available in the Tibetan cold desert regions, not in India, Tibetan cold desert regions. And this animal has to be killed, and when you peel the skin, you will be able to take the fur. Right? Only after killing and only after peeling the skin, you will be able to take the fur. So it is not like the Pashmina. Shatush, you have to kill the animal. And you kill an animal, you take the fur, it will be very, very small, very, very less. So you will be able to kill large numbers of animals to make one shawl. Massacre takes place. 20,000 chirus will be killed. 30,000 chirus in large, huge genocide takes place for the particular Shatush shawl. Why it is called as Shatush? It is a Persian name called as King of Kings. How do they identify the quality of it? They will take a small ring that you use and the entire shawl will go through from one dimension to another. Without any seamless effort, it will be able to go. Such a fine quality. That's what they say, Shatush shawls. And killing of an animal, so genocide takes place, it is completely prohibited. And only Jammu and Kashmir weavers, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh, those weavers, as the Jammu and Kashmir weavers, have the ability to make these shawls. So it is again transboundary. Killing will take place there, fur will be illegally traded into the country, and after coming into the country, it has been made. Yes, they kill. Right? So Pashmina shawl, Shatu shawl, and we have Kashmir paper. Meitei craft is a GI tag. Kashmir paper. Meitei craft GI tag. Meitei craft GI tag. Shall I? Khatam band, ceiling decoration, which is very popular. That also has GI tag. Khatam band, ceiling decoration. The ceiling decoration has GI tag. Take page number 37. You will be able to see Hemis, page number 37. Khatam band is a ceiling decoration. Page number 37, you will be able to see Hemis, Hemis, Hemis National Park. High altitude national park. High altitude national park. Snow leopards. We have an animal called as Ladakhi Urial, also goes by the name Shapu. Ladakhi Urial also goes by the name Shapu in Hemis National Park. Ladakhi Urial, or goes by the name Shapu in Hemis National Park. Shapu is found only in Hemis National Park in India. It's present only in Hemis National Park in India. Apart from Shapu, you have snow leopards. Shapu is present only in Hemis National Park in India. Apart from Shapu, you have snow leopards, blue sheep, BLUE, blue, neela color, blue sheep, which goes by the name Baral, BHARAL. Blue sheep is also called Baral. The next one, Dutchingham National Park. To the, what side is this? To the left hand side of Hemis, you will be able to see Dutchingham. Dutchingham National Park near Srinagar. Close to Srinagar, it will be the case, right? Dutchingham National Park. Kashmir's tag or Hangul is being present here. Kashmir's tag, also called as Hangul, is present here. Kashmir's tag is the state animal of Union Territory of Kashmir. You will also be able to see Kistawar is an important one. Kistawar National Park. Right. With respect to the minerals and resources, Kashmir has reserves of lignite and coal. Kashmir has reserves of lignite and coal, limestone. Much of development is not there in Kashmir. Obviously, you do know the reasons of insurgency, cross-border terrorism. They even tried IT industry to brought in, but that also did not succeed. Similarly, large numbers of mining is not taking place in the regions. Geographically, completely a different terrain together. Right? Reserves, I did not say exploration. Reserves of lignite, coal. Exploration of limestone also takes place. stepping into the next subtopic, tribes. Stepping into the next subtopic, tribes of Kashmir. Before going into the tribes, right, we discuss about a particular group of tribes called as transhumane tribes. Transhumane tribes also goes by another names, pastoralism. Transhumane tribes also called by the names of pastoralism, nomadism, nomadism. What do you mean by pastoralism and nomadism? Movement of livestock, transhumance, pastoralism, nomadism, all three are same. Movement of livestock between the fixed summer and winter pastures. Grasslands. Movement of livestock between the summer and winter pastures. Fixed summer and winter pastures. So what do you mean by fixed summer and winter pastures, ma'am? During the times of summer, they will be present in the high altitude regions. During the times of winter, they will get down from the high altitude, come to the valley. Their houses will be actually in the valley regions. Livestock will be in the valley. And again, when summer comes, they will go back again. Winter comes, they will come down. Why, sir? Why this differences? In the valley, you all consume all the grasses by the summers. That time, during the times of winter, the entire region is ice-capped regions. No grasses will be available. But during the times of summer, melting of glaciers takes place. Water will be available. Again, grasslands will be available. You just move. You are in a nomadism. You move from one place to another. Again, come back to the place. Move again. Fixed pasture lands will be there. Winter, you will be in the valley. Summer, you will be in the upslope regions. What do you call it as? Transhumane tribes or nomadism or pastoralism. I repeat again. Movement of livestock between fixed summer and winter pastures. Fixed summer and winter pastures. Summer high altitude pastures, the mountain tops. Winter valley, lower valley pastures. Shall I? And they have permanent homes in valley regions. And there are 4 transhumane tribes in India. There are 4 transhumane tribes in India. Gujars, both located in Gujars and Bagarwals. Gaddi, Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh regions, and Bhotia, Uttarakhand. These 4 groups are the transhumane tribes in India, and their distribution is Gujars and Bagarwals in Jammu and Kashmir, Gaddi, Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh, Gaddi, Jammu and Kashmir and Himachal Pradesh, Bhotia, Uttarakhand regions. Pilgrimage centers. There's a large number of pilgrimage centers of all religions available. We'll go one by one. And Vaishnava Devi temple, important ones. Again, there are plenty. I'm just going to give you the important ones. Within the Hindu religion, Vaishnava Devi temple, located in Trikuta Hills, Vaishnava Devi temple, Trikuta Hills. Amarnath cave for Shiva, Amarnath cave, Shiva. Raghunath temple for Ram. Vaishnava Devi temple for Vaishnava Devi in Trikuta Hills. Amarnath Caves, Shiva. Raghunath Temple, Father Ram. Respect to Islam, Pir Mita in Jammu, P-E-R-M-I-T-H-A, Pir Mita. Sharari Sharif, it's a Sufi temple, not temple, right? What do you say? It's a Sufi shrine, one of the most important one, Sufi shrine. Then Asrat Bal Mosque. Asrat Bal Mosque. Pir Mita in Jammu, Chari Sharif and Asrat Bal Mosque in Kashmir region. And with respect to Buddhist pilgrimage centers located in Ladakh, take the spelling. Rizang Monastery. Rizang, R-I-Z-O-N-G, Rizang Monastery. Likir Monastery. There are many monasteries. There are plenty of monasteries there, right? Rizang Monastery, Likir Monastery, important ones. And in Ladakh regions, you will also be able to see double humped camel. Two humps will be there. In Rajasthan, you will be able to see only one hump. No, yeah, two humps will be there, and the camel is slightly short, not that long. Double humped camel has been located, which is a tourist attraction as well. Double humped camel. Then done with Jammu and Kashmir, Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir and Union Territory of Ladakh. Any doubts? Opening the session for doubts. Whether they kill, yes, they do kill Chiru. Whether Pashmina Shawl has GI tag, yes, they have GI tag. Asifa, who was killed, belonged to Bagarwal tribe. With respect to the tribes, couple of days before, like a few days before, Jharkhand Chief Minister, if I'm not wrong, Jharkhand Chief Minister said that we don't want to be within the Hindu religion. Our tribes belongs to separate, and we wanted to create a separate categorization for the tribes. If you look into the census of the tribes by the names, by the religions, you will be able to see all religions of India will be represented there almost. You have tribes from Hinduism, you have tribes from Islam, you have tribes from Christianity, you have tribes from Sikhism, Jainism, Buddhism, all those will be there. And also there is a large section of population and groups of tribes who say that they don't belong to any of the religion and they follow their own belief. That is also there. Jammu and Kashmir, you have tribes of Islam, your Gujars and Bagarwals, Islamic religion. You have your Bhotias and all those Ladakhi tribes belongs to Buddhist region. And many of the tribes in the central provinces and all those things, you will be coming under the Hindu religion of no preference and following their original ones. You go to northeastern part of India, again you have Buddhist, predominantly Christianity, following Christianity. Next you will have, if you go to Arunachal and all, you will be able to see tribes who says, I don't belong to any religion, I have followed my own sect, and also Hindu, Islam, all those things. Right? Any doubts? Whether Pangong So is a Ramsar wetland sites? First, Asia's first transboundary wetland is Pangong So. Asia's first transboundary wetland is Pangong So. What do you mean by brackish water? Okay, I think if we have discussed it. If not, I will again write it down. Less than, I'll just tell it. You can write it down. Less than 5 parts per. Yesterday, I think the last class I told it, and people corrected me also. I told parts per million, and people corrected me. It's parts per 1,000. I think this is the class, right? But still, if it is fresh, less than 5 parts per 1,000 of salts. Saline, more than 35 parts per 1,000 of salts. Brackish, 27 to 35. Yeah, discussed. Thank you very much. What is brackish? So does Kashmir saffron as GI tag? Yes. Like less than a year they gave the GI tag. Now in 2020 they gave the GI tag. Kashmir saffron as the GI tag. Will we see gardens in Kashmir under tourism? It's been going to Kashmir is a long-standing dream, and I have lots of friends from Kashmir which I also invited but couldn't go. When I go, when I see the things, I'll let you know whether I will be able to see it or not. I do not know, right? And if you go before me, please let me know whether we will be able to see the saffron gardens under the tourism or not. Right? Shall I step into the next one? Started at 5, right? Shall I step into Punjab or you need a break? We're done with Kashmir and Ladakh regions. Go ahead, Punjab. Go ahead. Please have a break. Punjab. Start Punjab. Break. Okay, take a break. 5 minutes break, not more than that. 5 minutes break. It's 6:18, 6:23. We'll start. Five minutes of break. 6:23. We'll start again. First slide, Vinisha. Welcome. Shall we? Punjab can be divided into 4 major regions. The northernmost tip you will be able to see. The northernmost tip you will be able to see Shivalik. It goes by dry or moist subhumid climatic conditions. The northernmost tip of Punjab, you have Shivalik Hills. Dry or moist humid climatic conditions. Then we have a region called Kandi. Kandi. Please mark Remo. That is in the map, my dear. You take the map, Siachen will be there. The north east direction of Siachen, Remo is there. Please look into the map, right? And keeping the mobile aside, Kandi, sub-mountainous terrain region. Sub-mountainous terrain region. Dry subhumid climatic conditions. Sub-mountainous terrain. Kandi is a sub-mountainous terrain. Dry subhumid climatic conditions. And then you have complete plains. You look into the Punjab map in page number 12. On the topmost regions alone, you will be able to see the brownish, pale yellowish color and all. You will be able to see only in those regions where you have Shivalik, and after that you have Kandi, and then you have completely green, which is plains. So it will be on the closer towards the mean sea level plains. Alluvial plains formed by the rivers of Bias, Sutlej, Ravi, Bias and Sutlej. These three will be forming the alluvial plains. And then you have the lowermost part, which is closer towards the Rajasthan regions, is of sand dunes because of the desert environment. That region is arid in manner. The southern part of Punjab, slightly arid in manner, and formed sand dunes has been formed. Shall I further? Look into the map, you will be able to see in the page number 12, you will be able to see Nandri. You will be able to see Bari Doab is been written BARI DOAB. Bari Doab will be written here. Somewhere here Bari Doab will be written DOAB, Bari Doab. Doab means land present between two rivers will be called as Doab, DOAB. Land present between two rivers are called as Doab. So you'll be able to see Bari Doab, two Doabs in Punjab. One is Bari Doab, present between Ravi River and Bias River. Bari Doab, present between Ravi River and Bias River. And then you will be able to see Bist Doab, B-I-S-T, Bist Doab. First is Bari, B-A-R-I. Look into the map. Please look into the map. Seeing the map will help you a lot in your examination. Bari Doab. Then you will be able to see Bist Doab, that is present between Bias and Sutlej. The river also flows there. So Ravi, Bias, Sutlej. Bari Doab, Ravi and Bias. Bist Doab, Bias and Sutlej. Bist Doab is most fertile in Punjab. Bist Doab is the most fertile region in Punjab. Highly benefited from Green Revolution. Entire Punjab and Haryana is highly benefited from Green Revolution, and they are agricultural. Farming is the major economic activity. Within that, Bist Doab is the most fertile and highly benefited from Green Revolution. Bist Doab, most fertile, highly benefited from Green Revolution. Below Bist Doab, can you see Malwa Plains in this part? Malwa Plains. Malwa Plains covers larger part of Punjab. Malwa Plains. To the south of River Sutlej, Malwa Plains is located to the south of River Sutlej. Larger part of Punjab, known for cotton cultivation, COTTON, cotton cultivation, known for cotton cultivation. Moving to the next, climatic conditions. Within the climatic conditions, subtropical monsoon. We have a local wind that blows in Punjab region called as Loo, L-O-O. We have a local wind that blows in Punjab region called as Loo, L-O-O. Punjab, Rajasthan region, Loo. Hot, dry, westerly wind. Hot, dry, westerly wind blows in Punjab and Rajasthan during summer, especially in afternoon time period. Blows during summer afternoons in Punjab and Rajasthan, increases the temperature even more and brings in dust storms. Dust storms, right? Monsoon, more rainfall will be in the eastern part of Punjab compared to the western part of Punjab. Eastern part of Punjab receives more rainfall than the western part of Punjab. Eastern part of Punjab receives more rainfall than the western part of Punjab through monsoon. Both southwest monsoon and northeast monsoon brings rainfall. Both branches brings rainfall. Both branches of southwest monsoon brings rainfall. Both branches When we go to Indian monsoon, we will be discussing what is branch and all those things. There are two branches. One is Arabian branch, another is Bay of Bengal branch. That is what is branches. What do you mean by branch? The wind flow direction. One comes from the Arabian, another comes from the Bay of Bengal. Both will join there and bring rainfall. For now, take it as both branches bring rainfall. Temperate cyclones. The next point, temperate cyclones from Mediterranean region. Temperate cyclones from Mediterranean region bring rainfall during the winter. Temperate cyclones from Mediterranean region bring rainfall during the winter. Winters are cold due to continentality. Winters are cold. Winters are cold due to continentality. Done? Step into the next topic within the Punjab. Rivers and before that. Kandi, K-A-N-D-I. Can a video stuck in drawing bar? Repeat Kandi, sub-mountainous terrain. Kandi, sub-mountainous terrain. The climatic conditions are dry, sub-humid. Wait pannuma, sorry. Audio கேக்குமா நான் பேசினா? அதுவும் கேட்காதா? சரி நான் வெயிட் பண்றேன், நீங்க முடிங்க. Okay, so wait. The Kandi's answer for someone who asked the question. Video is stuck. Yes, they are working on it. Please wait.
You are in the Zoom meeting now. This meeting is being recorded.
அவங்கள வெளில போயிடுவாங்களா இருப்பாங்களா? இருப்பாங்க. ஓகேவா? Shall I? Is the video clear? Can you please repeat Kandi? இப்போ தான் நாங்கள் சொன்னோம், அப்படின்னு சொல்லணுமா? Kandi, sub-mountainous terrain. Kandi is a sub-mountainous terrain. Fine. Karthik? And the climatic condition is dry, sub-humid. And with respect to the rivers, we have three rivers, Ravi, Bias, Satluj. We'll discuss their origin when we go to Himachal regions, right? And with respect to the rivers, Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Satluj. These are the 5 rivers. And because 5 rivers flows in the region, we call them as Punjab. 5 rivers flow in the region, so it is called as Punjab. But that is the undivided Punjab. But today, when the Punjab is divided between India and Pakistan, we have only 3 rivers flowing in Punjab, which is Ravi, Bias and Satluj. Jhelum and Chenab does not flow through today's India's Punjab. Jhelum and Chenab do not flow through present day Punjab in India. Only 3 rivers will be flowing in Punjab, which is Ravi, Bias, Satluj. we'll be discussing the rivers later. So we'll step into the other ones. Locations, industries. Look into the map. Take the map. Look into the map. The name Punjab is written, no? Punjab in the page number 13 map. Punjab is written, right? Below P, go southwards, you'll be able to see a place called Bathinda. Bathinda, Bathinda. Petrochemical refinery. Bathinda. Petrochemical refinery is located there. Always remember, in a place where petrochemical refinery is located, you have possibility of other industries also located. Why, ma'am? The waste of petrochemical industries or the output of petrochemical industries becomes the raw material for certain other industries. So your the material which has been pushed out of petrochemical industries can be used as an input for other industries. Fertilizer industry, synthetic textiles, polystics. Polymer. மறுபடியும் ஸ்டக் ஆயிடுச்சா? ரீகனெக்ட் பண்ணதுல இருந்து எதுவுமே கேட்கலீங்களாமே? Is it audible now? கேக்குதுங்களா? ஸோ எங்கேருந்து ஆரம்பிக்கணும்? Okay. Punjab political map. So okay, someone has said something with respect to map. Soundarya. Karthik is fine. Don't need to address me as sir. Whenever you are asking to referring to map, kindly say the heading of the map because page number will differ according to the version. Okay. Punjab political map. We will be discussing only 3 maps. One is the states physical, states political, and the wildlife map. Right? In version number 2, it is 37. I'll tell you the headings. So look into the Punjab political map. In version 2, it is 13, if I'm not wrong. Right? Within that, the term Punjab will be there. The name Punjab will be listed. Below the PU, you will be able to see a place called as Bathinda. Please start where we left from reconnection. Where did I leave before reconnection? Please start from Kandi. After Kandi only we went here, right? Or reverse keklingla. Winters are cold. So you did not discuss about the rivers. You did not anything that I said with respect to the rivers. Winters are the cold was the last point. Okay. Stop. Fine. I got it. Fine. Nothing was after even didn't know that you were discussed. Fine. We'll start with respect to rivers. Before that, we just said that winters are cold due to continentality. Winters are cold with respect to continentality. After that, we said that There are 5 rivers in Punjab which were considered as Jhelum, Chenab, Ravi, Bias, Satluj. Out of these 5, those were actually in Punjab. Because the 5 rivers have been flowing, we called them as Punjab, right? But that was undivided Punjab during the times of earlier, or we termed the coin as British India, right? Those times we have this Punjab and 5 rivers were flowing. Today's Punjab in India, we actually have only 3 rivers that flows, which is Ravi, Bias and Satluj. Jhelum and Chenab flows in India, but in Kashmir, not in Punjab. Clear? Jhelum and Chenab flows in India, but not in Punjab state of India. In Punjab state of India, we have only 3 rivers that flows, which is Ravi, Bias, Satluj. You will also be now able to arrange the orders. Jhelum, Chenab, then you will have Ravi and the boundaries, and then Bias will be there, and then Satluj will be there. So when you look into the map, that becomes easier. That's what we discussed, right? And with respect to the origin of Ravi, Bias, Satluj, we will discuss when we go to Himachal Pradesh region. Origin is there, right? So we are not discussing anything now with respect to the rivers. We are just moving to the next one with respect to the locations. With respect to the locations, look into the map of Punjab political map, which is Jammu and Kashmir, Himachal Pradesh, Punjab, Haryana, Uttarakhand political map. And below the name Punjab, 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 below PU, you will be able to see a place called as Bathinda. Below the name Punjab in the map, below PU, you will be able to see a place, Bathinda, in the south. Yes, which has petrochemical refinery. Always remember, whenever there is a petrochemical refinery, associated industries will be there. Why, ma'am? The waste of petrochemical industry becomes the raw material for other industries. The waste of petrochemical industry becomes the raw material for other industries. Those are fertilizer industry, synthetic textiles, polyester, we used to still know, synthetic textiles, plastics manufacturing. The waste or the output of petrochemical industries becomes the raw material for fertilizer industry, synthetic textiles and plastic industries. This is what I discussed, right? So Bathinda has petrochemical refineries, fertilizer industry. Bathinda also has cement industry. The next one. To the northeast direction of Punjab, the name Punjab, to the northeast direction of B in Punjab, you will be able to see a place called as Ludhiana. 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 Identified? Yes? Known for sports goods. Ludhiana, known for sports goods. Ludhiana, known for sports goods. Right? Cycle manufacturing. Close to 75% of bicycle manufacturing in India comes from Ludhiana. 75% of sports goods comes from Ludhiana. A large amount of cycle manufacturing comes from Ludhiana. Sports goods, close to 75% of sports goods comes from Ludhiana. Bicycle manufacturing, Ludhiana. Ludhiana is also known for Woolen capital of India. W-O-O-L, Woolen capital of India. Ludhiana. Sports goods, close to 75% of sports goods of India comes from Ludhiana. Bicycle manufacturing, and then Woolen capital of India. Above Ludhiana, there will be a road that goes on, right, to the northern direction. You will be able to see a place called Jalandhar, Jalandhar, Jalandhar. also known for sports goods. Jalandhar, also known for sports goods. Yes. Identify, slightly again go through the same road in one. You will be able to see Amritsar, Golden Temple. Amritsar, Golden Temple. And from Amritsar towards the Pakistan regions, you will be able to flow through a road Attari Wagah, check post between India and Pakistan. The boundaries of Punjab, from Amritsar, you will be able to see a road line that goes Attari Wagah. Attari is the village side, India side, and Wagah is the village in Pakistan side. Attari is the place in India side and Wagah is the place in Pakistan side, which is a India-Pakistan border check post. Entire Punjab region is highly benefited, Punjab and Haryana both together is highly benefited from Green Revolution. One of the problem with Green Revolution that came along with Green Revolution is usage of fertilizers and agrochemicals. Large dumping of fertilizers and agrochemicals takes place in Punjab and Haryana. And the other problem you see in Punjab is, with the agriculture, is depletion of groundwater. One, you will be able to see a huge or excessive usage of fertilizers and agrochemicals. Two, excessive usage of fertilizers and agrochemicals. Two, depletion of groundwater. People are going 1,500 meters below to take the groundwater. 1,000 meters, 1,500 meters, 1,000 feet, not meters. 1,000 meters, 1,000 feet, 1,500 feet below to take groundwater. And even in that place, the groundwater is polluted. Page number 37 in version number 2. Title is India Biogeographic Regions, Wildlife and Wetlands. The important ones: Abor, A-B-O-H-A-R, Abor. Blackbuck, famous for blackbuck. Bishnoi villages are located there. Bishnoi villages are located there. Just a minute. Sorry, small interruption. Right. So, Abor, famous for blackbuck, and Bishnoi villages are located. Who is Bishnoi? If you step into the next question, Bishnoi is a sect of people, and in the sect, you'll have some rules, no, to be followed if you have been in a sect or a religion or any association, something of that sort. So Vishnais have something of 20 plus rules to be followed, and 10 plus rules speaks about nature and wildlife conservation. Vishnais, you would have discussed something called a Chipko movement. You would have come across something called a Chipko movement, where in Uttarakhand, after independence, they started cutting the trees for development. There is a large number of women in the villages protest against them, and the way they protested started hugging the trees. They started hugging the trees, so you can't cut the trees, right? And you will be studying that if the society, Indian society, ma'am or sir comes, or history, you will be able to, post-Indian consultation and all, you will be able to read that in the NCERT also. They say that Chipko movement is the largest woman participated movement in post-independent era. Again, repeat it. Chipko movement is the largest woman participated movement in post-independent era, led by Sundarlal Baguna sir. He's a great person. I'm not going to discuss on the stature of it, but look into the patriarchy. Woman participated movement. That is the woman leader. Right? So that as the reference. So similarly in Western Ghats, when similar things happen, we have a movement called as Apiko movement. Chipko was the name. Chipko, Uttarakhand, Apiko, which same thing, hugging of trees against cutting of trees, which took place in Western Ghats, especially in the state of Karnataka, that took place, right? All these hugging of movements, which was done in 1700s by Vishnais. When there was a Rajput king which ordered the cutting of trees in those regions to build for building of palace, Vishnais started hugging the trees. They said, cut me first and then cut the trees. So this, they follow it for a longer period of time. The case against killing of black bucks against the Salman Khan, which was filed, Vishnais played a major role in bringing for long-standing fight against it as well, right? Vishnais has been considered one of the important ones. Habor is famous for wildlife, black buck, and Vishnoi villages. Can you repeat the page number? 37. Jalandhar is famous for sports goods. We have a fellow friend in this weekend batch, Ramesh Vishnoi. Oh, that's nice. Harike Wildlife Sanctuary, Ramsar site. Harike Wildlife Sanctuary, Ramsar site. Right. And stepping into the next with respect to the tribes, take it down. No scheduled tribe is classified in the state of Punjab, Haryana. No scheduled tribe is classified in the state of Punjab, Haryana, the Union Territories of Chandigarh, Delhi, and Pondicherry. No scheduled tribe is classified in the states of Punjab, Haryana, and Union Territories of Chandigarh, Delhi, and Pondicherry. The next one, Chandigarh. Planned city. Chandigarh, planned city. P-L-A-N-N-E-D, planned city. La Cabochir was the person who planned it. Located in the foothills of Shivaliks. Located in the foothills of Shivaliks. Capital of Punjab and Haryana. Union Territory, capital of Punjab and Haryana, foothills of Shivaliks. Planned by I think I'm right. La Cabochir. I may be wrong even. I don't know. C-O-R, C-O-R-B-U-S-I-E-R. Yeah, Anisha, thank you. We're done with Punjab. Any doubts, or we'll step into Haryana? Any doubts? It was planned by La Cabocheur Arish. Yes. Apico was led by no. The tree huggings have been done by Bishnais in 1770s. I don't know the numbers. In 17th century, they did it against the king, which ordered for cutting of a tree called as Kejadi tree, an important timber tree in Rajasthan region, and they started hugging the trees. They said that is because the rules or whatever it is. I do not know exact terms that is being used, and close to 10 rules. I use the word rules. Excuse me if I'm wrong with the term. Close to 10 rules I've been saying that about wildlife conservation, nature conservation, soil, and all those kind of conservation and protection. So if cutting of trees is allowed, then it makes them, they are not following the rules, they are not conserving the nature, then they won't be considered as Bishnais. They protest against the king. These people protest against the king. The way they protested is they started hugging the trees. This happened in 17th century. In the post-independent era, in Chipko movement, people started hugging the trees, similar to that of what Bishnoi did in 17th century. In Uttarakhand regions, that is Chipko movement. Apiko movement was done by the people in Karnataka and Western Ghats. Right? Clear, Shivapriya? And come again on La Cabocheur. La Cabocheur is a Swiss-French architect, if I'm not wrong. He made the plan for the Chandigarh city. Karthik, can you please repeat Kandi? Karthik, can you please tell me what you did not understand in Kandi? Because with respect to Kandi, I think I have told 6 times. I told 6 times, and it's only one statement with respect to Kandi. Can you please tell me what you did not understand in Kandi? Then we will speak about it. Because 6 times, one simple statement repeated again, I think there has to be some reason for asking it again and again and again. And one more question, is the class till 5 to 8 or 5 to 7:30? Pakka? Only 7:30? Yeah, fine. Okay. I understood sub-mountainous terrain and sub-humid. That's the thing I said with respect to Kandi. That's the only thing I ever said with respect to Kandi, nothing more, Karthik. The region is called Kandi by the people. Fine. It's 7. We have 30 minutes. We'll finish Haryana. No problem. Right? We'll take into Haryana. Right? 4 geographical factors. Shivalik to the northeast. Shivaliks will be there in the northeast direction. Slight small place alone Shivalik will be there. Right? And this part you will have Aravallis. Aravallis will be there. Southwest direction, sandy region. Gagar river will be flowing here. Yamuna will be flowing here. Look into the map, you will be able to see Gagar flowing in the Ghagghar, Gagar flowing in the Punjab Haryana boundary, Yamuna flowing in the, look into the page number 12 or physical map of Punjab Haryana Uttarakhand region. You will be able to see Yamuna flowing in the Haryana Uttar Pradesh boundary, Gagar flowing in the Haryana Punjab boundary. The south west direction you will be able to see sandy plain, semi-desert sandy plain. The southern region you will be able to see Aravallis. No need to be sorry, Karthik. Like, it's been repeated 6 times. I couldn't understand why it has been asked again and again. I think this is the 3rd time you are asking the same question. So I just asked what is missing there, right? Weekdays till 8:30 and weekends till 7:30. You won't be able to find Shivaliks and Aravallis in the map. Not at all possible. That has not been there. But it is also present in Haryana. Take it down. Right? You will be able to see Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, all these places, the Great Plains regions of Indus and also the Ganga regions, the 4 major states, you won't be able to see much of forest. You will be able to see very less amount of forest will be there. 3 to 5% of the geographical area will be with the forest. Why, ma'am? During the times of civilization, when they started settling in the region, your rivers are available. Wherever the rivers are there, civilization started, they started settling there. Those time itself, forests would have been cut down because fertile agriculture soils will be available in the region. Floodplains have been created. Those lands are utilized for agriculture. So you will not be able to see large amount of forest. This region has very limited amount of forest. Punjab, Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, all 4 has very limited amount of forest. Right? And on the western side of Haryana, you will have river Gagar and its tributaries. On the eastern side, you will have Yamuna and its tributaries. Right? Gagar, origin in Shivalik Hills. Gagar, origin, Shivalik Hills. In a place Sholan in Himachal Pradesh. Sholan in Himachal Pradesh. Once a perennial river, now became a seasonal one. Once considered as a perennial river, became a seasonal one. Flooding is a major problem created by Gagar in Haryana and Punjab. Usually states, interstates, we discussed about upstream and downstream, right? We discussed about upstream, downstream, tribunals created, Narmada. Of course, I believe that I would have been created. Yes, thank you. Okay. So usually the states will be fighting with each other for the sharing of water that takes place here. But usually in case of Gagar in Punjab and Haryana, there is a interstate dispute because of the floods that is created by the Gagar. They will have a dispute. The states will be accusing one another because of you floods have been created, because of you floods have been created. They will be accusing each other for the floods created. And with respect to the tributaries of Gagar, Kaushalya, Markanda, 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 Kaushalaya, Markanda, tributaries of Gagar, Kaushalaya, Markanda, tributaries of Gagar. Right? Yamuna we will be discussing when we go to Uttarakhand, Uttar Pradesh. We will be discussing about Yamuna in that particular place. Right? So we are not discussing about any rivers here. It flows through on the boundaries of Haryana. It will be flowing into it. Much not. We have much to discuss when we go to Uttarakhand. We'll start from the origin to we'll discuss about the flows. Right? Shall I move? Yamuna flows through Delhi, and the entire stretch of Yamuna is also highly polluted. Look into the political map of Haryana. We'll discuss the locations with respect to important industries. One question someone asked which I missed. I'll answer now. Right? Can you identify a place called as Panipat? In the place where Haryana has been written, to the right hand side of Haryana, you will be able to see Panipat has been written. Right hand side of Haryana, Panipat has been written. Oil refinery, petrochemical refinery is located there. Petrochemical refinery is located there. As we discussed earlier, wherever petrochemical refineries are located, we can also have, there is a potential place for having fertilizer industry, synthetic textiles, plastic industries as well. Right? The question asked is, what is the reason for having a pipeline in Bathinda? Having a pipeline in Bathinda or Panipat regions. It's a huge demand market. When you bring a particular industry, the associated industry can also be brought in. One. So development measure, creation of an industry. Sir, for petrochemical refinery to be present, you need an oil, right? Only if the crude oil is available, you will be able to refine it. If there is no oil that is available there, that is explored there, how can I create a petrochemical refinery? That's another question that can pop up. You have a HVJ pipeline. Multiple pipelines have been created, cross-border oil and gas pipelines which is being created. That will be carrying the crude oil which is imported from Gujarat to the other parts of the country. So the source of the crude oil is being brought from the other regions, and for the development purposes, you create an industry. That is one simple way. Second thing is, huge demand for oil will be there surrounding the Delhi regions. So if you have a petrochemical refinery, it makes it easier to fulfill the market demand. Second way to see into it, industrial development. One industry, if it comes, associated of fertilizer industry, association of a plastic industry, association of a synthetic textile industry will also come. That can also be a way, reason behind bringing into it. Punjab and Haryana, Uttar Pradesh, Bihar, all those are highly fertile regions. So agriculture is practiced in large proportions. Because agriculture is practiced in large proportions, fertilizer demand is also huge. If you have a petrochemical industry, fertilizer industry can be brought in. So fertilizer demand can also be fulfilled. Right? These can be the probable reasons why the industries have been located there. Clear? Sir, is Ambala an important place because recently Rafale craft landed there from France? இப்போதாங்க ஆரம்பிச்சிருக்கேன் பானிபட்டுக்கு கொஞ்சம் வெயிட் பண்ணுங்க. Just started with Panipat. We will discuss about all the places, right? Panipat oil refinery. Panipat is also, you will be discussing that in the historical locations. I'm not just going there. Then, can you also see a place called Hisar? India is written no in the political map. Next to the N of India, to the left hand side of N, you will be able to see Hisar, fertilizer industries. Fertilizer industry. Hisar, iron and steel industry. Hisar, iron and steel industry. Right? Panipat also has fertilizer industries. Locate New Delhi. Below New Delhi, you will be able to see two places, Gurugram and Faridabad. Gurugram and Faridabad. Yes, Gurugram is earlier Goregaon. Name changed into Gurugram and Faridabad. Foundation of India's automobile industry is in these two regions. 60% of India's automobile, 2/3 of two-wheelers comes from these two regions. 60% of India's automobile, 2/3 of India's two-wheelers comes from Gurugram and Faridabad. 60% of India's automobile, 2/3 of two-wheelers comes from Gurugram and Faridabad. These are satellite towns of New Delhi. These are satellite towns of New Delhi. We'll discuss what is satellite town. Don't worry. These are satellite towns of New Delhi. Right? Above you will have Delhi. Above Delhi, the road line that connects NH1, you will be able to see a place, Sonipat. Below the D of India, Sonipat is there. Located? Sonipat. Glass industry. Glass industry. Above Sonipat, again Panipat will be there. Already discussed Panipat as oil and oil refineries or petrochemical refineries. Panipat also has cement industry, fertilizer industry. Above Panipat, Karnal, Karnal, Karnal National Dairy Research Institute is located there. Karnal, National Dairy Research Institute is located in Karnal. National Dairy Research Institute is located in Karnal. Above which, if you go, you will be able to see a place called Ambala. Someone asked. Ambala as Air Base, Air Force Station. Air Base is located in Ambala. That is the reason, yes, of course, Rafael landed there. Then you will have the geographical closer proximity significance for keeping certain bases there. Keep it safe, far from the India and Pakistan borders, India-China borders. At the same time, closer towards the India-Pakistan and India-China borders. So if by any chance you are also safe from the threat, and also if any threat happens in the base at the borders, this base can be used. So it's been kept there, nothing, right? So at Ambala Air Base, Air Force Base is located there. So this one landed there. Ambala is also has fertilizer industry. Ambala also has fertilizer industry. The northernmost region of Haryana, that's not given in the map, there's a place called as Pinjore. Pinjore. It is known for Bhima Devi Temple Complex. Bhima Devi Temple Complex in Pinjore. Bhima, B-H-A-M-A, Bhima Devi, D-E-V-A, Bhima Devi Temple Complex. Called as Gajraho of North. We discussed in Gajraho in Madhya Pradesh. Khajuraho temple complex in Madhya Pradesh. What is it famous for? Nagara style of architecture. 20 Hindu, Jain both will be present there. Not 20. Hindu, Jain, Hinduism, right? Hindu temple complex, erratic sculptures, Nagara style of architectures. We discussed with respect to Madhya Pradesh, Khajuraho. This Bhima Devi temple complex also has erratic sculptures. So it is called as Khajuraho of North India. Erratic sculptures, Khajuraho of North India, Hindu temple. Hindu temple, Khajuraho of North India. Next one, Pinjore Gardens, P-N-J-O-R-E, Pinjore Gardens, which is known for the Mughal garden style. So Pinjore Bhima Devi temple complex is Hindu religious temples, and we have Pinjore Mughal gardens. So both Indo-Islamic architecture things have been available. So if you go there, it shows you the symbol of unity, right? Both will be present. And with respect to protected areas, page number 37 in version 2 are Indo-biogeographic regions, wildlife and wetlands. You'll be able to see Kalesar, K-A-L-E-S-A-R, Kalesar National Park, located in the foothills of Shivaliks. Kalesar National Park, foothills of Shivaliks. Leopards, elephants. Below Kalesar, you will be able to see Sultanpur National Park, near Gurugram. Sultanpur National Park near Gurugram. Sultanpur National Park is known for migratory birds. Sultanpur National Park is known for migratory birds. The important migratory birds that visit Sultanpur National Park: Siberian crane, greater flamingo, Sultanpur National Park. And then that is not been in the map, so take it down. Sukna Wildlife Sanctuary. It also has a Sukna Lake, an important one in Haryana. Sukna Wildlife Sanctuary, Sukna Lake, near to Chandigarh. Sukna Wildlife Sanctuary, Sukna Lake, near to Chandigarh regions. Done with, as we said earlier, no tribes have been listed, recognized in Punjab, Haryana, Delhi, Pondicherry and Chandigarh regions. Ambala landed, is it fine? SAN 2034875. Ambala landed because we have an air base and strategically important. That's what the word that I was looking for at the earlier time period. Geographically, I said strategically important, slightly away from the borders, so you're safe. At the same time, if something happens in the border, you can reach quickly. Geostrategical importance. So if it was landed there, why the battle happened there? இதுக்கு நான் ஒரு ரிப்ளை கொடுப்பேன், கோச்சிக்க கூடாது. Fine, should not get. That battle happened there because of that reason. It's a request from the first class. I think this is the third class. Please do not drop a chat message, because you might have asked the question at the time when I said some battle. I do not know what battle I said, but I read it at the later point of time. So please, that's a request. Battle of Bat. History கேளுங்க. Your Ganesh sir will come, your Shobhan sir will come, your Saranamurthy sir will come. They will speak a lot about it, right? History and me are, especially art and culture and me are, we are not at all friends. We dislike each other. That's a path. Easy way to enter to New Delhi region. That's a reason, geographical reason. New Delhi is the capital, right? Seat of power. What is satellite town? So, okay. So when you have a city, right, it can be any city. City will have its own zone of influence. What do you mean by zone of influence, sir? You will have a boundary, usually, for any village, town, district, everything will have a boundary. But what happens over a period of time is, city will start growing. If you are from a city, let it be Trivandrum, Bangalore, Chennai, Hyderabad, Delhi, Ranchi, whatever may Mumbai, whatever may be the city will start growing over the period of time. At the peripheries, it will start growing because it's a city, more industrial development, more migration, all those things are possible, so city will start growing, right? And because it is a city, all the industrial development, all the capital, all the infrastructure, educational, colleges, hospitals, all kinds of administrative infrastructure, everything will be located there. Right? So it will start growing over a period of time. It will have its own zone of influence. And because it grows, more migration comes into the city, congestion will take place. Only city will grow. The other regions doesn't grow. Population density will increase. Population density increases, slums will also increase. So to make sure, over a period of time, the planners or regional development came up with the ideas of satellite towns. Closer towards the city, you will create a satellite town. That will make sure the development is being available in the region. Any example, sir? If you are from Chennai, you always used to say Chennai is the automobile hub of South Asia. But Chennai does not have the automobile hub. Sriperumbudur has the automobile hub, which is a satellite town of Chennai. Your Magendra city, if you are weekend batch, many of you know this, right? So I was thinking the normal batch, sorry. So your Magendra city is not actually located in Chennai. Magendra city will be located in, what is it? Sengalpattu district. Your Tambaram and all those things, Kanjipuram district. So all those are your satellite towns. You take Mumbai, Navi Mumbai is a satellite town. Mumbai, Thane is a satellite town. You take Delhi, for Delhi, Noida is a satellite town. Gurugram is a satellite town. Faridabad is a satellite town. Ghaziabad is a satellite town. You take Hyderabad, Secunderabad will be a secondary city, right? You take Bangalore, your what is it? Electronic city, White Town, Elanka regions. On the northern side now, the satellite town is going towards the Bangalore regions. So likewise, your movement at the periphery, when your city's administration ends, right? Municipal city's administration ends, you also create new towns for making sure development will be more in that region. Congestion doesn't take place inside the city, which will be satellite town. Whitefield, yeah, sorry. Ennur, Sengalpattu. Yeah, exactly. For a moment, I forgot that this is a weekend batch. I thought it's a normal batch. Sorry. Kishore, yeah, Ashok Leyland, Sriperumbudur. Exactly. I hope I answered every question. Okay, Cynthia, Gurugram is Yeah, Guregan is the earlier name. Now the name is changed to Gurugram. If you like cover Uttarakhand, then please extend till 8. No, let's restrict to the class timing. It's up to 7:30. We'll fix with respect to 7:30. No, don't worry about it. The moment I started my reading the messages start spoiling. We'll start at 5 on time. We'll finish on time. Don't worry about it. Any doubts? No? Can you repeat the second point before tributaries of Gagar? இப்படி பொசுக்குன்னு கேட்டிங்கன்னா நான் என்னங்க சொல்றது? Mail ID, please. What is the second point? Repeat the second point of Gagar River. It was earlier perennial. Thank you, Soundarya. It was earlier perennial. Now it has been converted to seasonal. It was earlier perennial. Now it has been converted to seasonal. Any other doubts? Origin of Gagar. Shivalik hills in Himachal Pradesh. Why generally river names have female names? Okay. Okay, I'll go one by one. Okay. Sir, from what you said, does it mean crude oil reserves aren't necessarily present where petroleum? Not necessarily has to be there, right? You can have crude oil. Mumbai High has crude oil exploration takes place. Refinery is also been located. Your Chennai Ennur also has crude oil refinery, but exploration is not taking place here, right? It was earlier brought from the other regions. Import of oil will take place through the ship, and after that refinery will be done, and then we will be taking into it. Instead of refined oil import, we import the crude oil, we refine it, and then we do. Actually, India exports a large amount of refined oil. India imports plenty of crude oil, uses it, refines it, uses for our requirement, and also exports it. Not required. It can be present closer towards the source, also present in area, wherever area. The reason why most of the times it is present closer towards the port is, it is easy for you to import. If you also place an industry closer towards the source, consider Bongoigan region, any place in a country where the source is available, and the source can be explored for 30 years. After 30 years, the industries of all the infrastructure that you made in the industry is of no use, because the source is lost. It is non-renewable in manner. But you create near a port, you are going to import it all the time. If this source is not available, other source will be available. I can import it. So that gives me an advantage, right? Why generally river names have female names? Akhilesh. I'll answer the question in a different manner, or I will put a statement. You think about it. We have all the names of rivers in this country by the female names, right? And we consider all the rivers as deity. Almost all the rivers as deity. All the rivers are polluted. Almost all the rivers are polluted. And we keep the name of rivers under the female names. We call the land as motherland, but we never respect the woman. The woman and the river in the country is always disrespected. Though only the names are given, called as motherland, called by them, call them as deities, give them the religious views. Never done that. I'll come to the first slide, Kishore. Wait, I will finish all the answers and then I will come to the first slide. Right? A couple of questions have been there. That's the only thing. About Yamuna, what points you said? I said Yamuna we'll discuss in Uttarakhand. That's what I said. Did you say Gagar was earlier perennial? Yes. And now seasonal? Yes, ma'am. Anything else? Thank you, Soundarya. And yeah, I have given the mail ID. There are large more. These are not my personal thoughts as well. There are multiple thoughts. I read over it. Thanks to Baba Saheb Ambedkar and Periyar. You read them, you will speak like that, me as well. There are many more people, not just these two people, but to me, these two people have made a major role. And what else? Kashmir willow. See, it's a climatic conditions. Kashmir willow is known for making cricket bats in the country. And with respect to but the most SS ton kind of bats, cricket bats, comes from English willow, the England willow. The willow is a tree which is being growing with respect to the climatic conditions, and the climate is more suitable there. So we have Kashmir willow, but more than Kashmir willow, England willow, English willow is more, what to say, English willow is more looked after. English willow is more preferred for cricket bats, especially the international cricket bats. English willow is more preferred. Right? Say, did I answer? Thank you, thank you. Could you share it? Someday, why not? Sure. 6 mains, 3 interviews to be in a nutshell. Coming back to the first slide, again and again, multiple. So there are 6 ranges in Himalayas, and the 6 ranges will be available. This is for Jammu and Kashmir, Ladakh, Himachal, Uttarakhand, Punjab, Haryana. The entire range of Western Himalayas will have 6 ranges, and that goes by the order of north to south. If you are a person who understands Tamil, the shortcut is for the first 3, the Kalasala, Kalasa, Kalasala. Some song will come in the movie Osti. So Kalasa, 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 whatever. Or if you are a person who don't understand Tamil, right, go by the term KLZ, alphabetical order, and the next 3 ranges goes by the term of PDS, public distribution system. Keep that one. So Karakoram, Ladakh, Saskar, Pir Panjal, Dauladar, Shivalik. That's what we discussed with respect to the first slide, and these are the 6 mountain ranges which is available in the Himalayas. Sir, did you mention about the Karakoram pass in the first slide? No, I did not. I did not mention about the pass. The passes, if you can see, the passes that we discussed are the pass which is available within the India's non-disputed. We are discussing about it, right? So the important ones being discussed. The people left are still there. Oh, okay, there are people who left. Take 3 more passes, as people I just forgot earlier. There are 3 more passes which is not given in your version 2 map and version 3 maps, right? It was available actually given in version 1 map. Changla, Jarala, Chardingla. Changla, Jarala, Chardingla. UPSC experience, 6 mains, 3 interview. Let's keep it small. Someday I will, if I have a long time to speak about in the class, some 10 minutes or 5 minutes if left, we'll speak about the stories. Usually, UPSC is one place where you cannot boast your experience. You cannot say that I prepared for 12 years. The rest of the areas you will actually boast your experience. Here you don't. On the funnier side. Kishore, which page, Kishore? This page also. Which page? Give us tips and tricks in cracking preliminary. Many have left in their next class. Please remind me. We'll speak about that. The one in the screen. Okay. These are the one which is available with respect to the glaciers. Look into the map, your physical map. The important glaciers from the northwest to southeast. Remember the order. You will get Batura, then Isper, Biafo, Baltora, and then Siachen. After Siachen, you will also have Remo Glacier. Below Batura Glacier, you will have Nanga Parbat Glacier. These are the glacier names. What is given as letters is written here. The glaciers. Batura, Baltora, Batura, Baltora. Batura is for Biafo, Baltora, Siachen. கண்ணு ஜூம் வர முடியுமா? எவ்வளோ ஜூம் வர முடியும்? மேப் காட்டுற அளவுக்குலாம் ஜூம் வர முடியாதுல்ல. This part is where your Changla, Jarala, Chardingla will be there. The entire this part. Ladakh region. Changla, Jarala, Chardingla. It's very minute. Nothing can be seen there. But remember, this part is your Changla, Jarala, Chardingla will be there. Exactly the one which I'm keeping the finger. சின்னதா ஒரு குடுமி மாதிரி நீட்டு இல்லையா? Some beard or something which has been out. That's where your Changla, Jarala, Chardingla has been located. Yes, Ladakh region. Any other? There is no doubt we'll end the session. I'm done with UPSC. Thank you, Kishore, but I'm done with UPSC. சிவாஜி படத்தை சொல்ற மாதிரி தான் நான் நடக்க பழகிக்கிறேன். கூல். I'm done with it. நான் நடக்க பழகி 5 வருஷம் ஆயிப்போச்சு. Thank you very much. We'll end the session. கண்ணு முடிச்சுக்கலாங்க.